The world of paranormal investigations is filled with spine-chilling tales and mysterious phenomena that defy explanation. Among these, 5 cases stand out for their sheer intensity and enduring impact: the Amityville Horror, Enfield Poltergeist, Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, Bell Witch, and Villisca Axe Murder House. These investigations have captivated and terrified audiences for decades, each steeped in violent histories, unsettling encounters, and compelling evidence that challenges our understanding of the supernatural. This video delves into these infamous cases, exploring the terrifying experiences and lingering mysteries that make them some of the most eerie and unsettling paranormal investigations to date. Number 1. Amityville Horror. The paranormal investigation into the Amityville Horror is regarded as one of the most disturbing and chilling cases because of its violent history and the extreme nature of the reported phenomena. In 1974, the peaceful suburban home in Amityville, New York, became the site of a gruesome mass murder when Ronald DeFeo Jr. killed his entire family. Just over a year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, only to flee 28 days later, claiming they had experienced an onslaught of terrifying supernatural events. These included disembodied voices, cold spots, foul odors, and physical attacks by unseen forces. The Lutzes also reported that their youngest daughter began speaking to an imaginary friend, which they believed to be a demonic entity. The intensity and variety of these phenomena, coupled with the house's dark history, created an atmosphere of pervasive dread and horror that captured the public's imagination. What makes the Amityville Horror investigation particularly unsettling is the involvement of prominent paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were called in to examine the house. The Warrens, known for their work on high-profile cases, claim to have encountered a malevolent presence in the house, further fueling the fear and intrigue surrounding the case. They reported experiencing cold spots, mysterious odors, and even captured a chilling photograph of what appeared to be a ghostly child peering out from one of the rooms. Despite extensive investigations, skepticism and controversy persist, with some dismissing the events as a hoax or exaggeration. Nonetheless, the sheer terror described by the Lutz family and the compelling, albeit contested, evidence presented by the Warrens continue to make the Amityville Horror one of the most infamous and disturbing paranormal cases in history, haunting the collective consciousness and leaving an indelible mark on the landscape of supernatural lore. Number 2. Enfield Poltergeist. The paranormal investigation into the Enfield Poltergeist stands out as one of the most disturbing and intense cases due to the sheer variety and duration of phenomena reported over an extended period. Beginning in 1977, the Hodgson family, living in a modest home in Enfield, London, experienced a series of terrifying disturbances that quickly garnered the attention of the public and paranormal investigators alike. Furniture moved on its own, knocking sounds reverberated through the walls, and small objects were hurled across rooms with no apparent cause. Most disturbingly, 11-year-old Janet Hodgson appeared to be the epicenter of the activity, reportedly levitating, speaking in a deep, unrecognizable voice, and contorting her body in unnatural ways. These events were witnessed not only by the family but also by neighbors, journalists, and investigators, creating a palpable sense of dread and fear that something truly malevolent was at play. What makes the Enfield Poltergeist investigation particularly unsettling is the involvement of credible witnesses and the extensive documentation of the phenomena. Paranormal researchers Maurice Gross and Guy Lyon Playfair from the Society for Psychical Research spent extended periods at the Hodgson home, capturing audio recordings, photographs, and personal accounts of the inexplicable events. Despite their efforts to debunk the occurrences, many of the phenomena defied logical explanation. The unsettling nature of the case was further amplified by the apparent suffering of Janet Hodgson, whose tormented expressions and unsettling behaviors added a deeply personal and human element to the haunting. While skeptics argue that some of the incidents could have been exaggerated or fabricated, the overwhelming volume of eyewitness testimonies and physical evidence makes the Enfield Poltergeist one of the most compelling and disturbing cases in the annals of paranormal investigation, leaving an enduring mark on the field and the collective psyche. Number 3. Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. The paranormal investigation into the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall remains one of the most chilling and infamous ghost stories, largely due to the haunting photograph that purportedly captured her apparition. Raynham Hall, a grand English country house in Norfolk, has been home to the Townshend family for centuries. The legend of the Brown Lady dates back to the early 19th century, when guests and residents began reporting sightings of a spectral figure clad in a brown dress, believed to be the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole. According to legend, Lady Dorothy was imprisoned in Raynham Hall by her husband, Charles Townshend, and died under mysterious circumstances. The sightings of her ghostly figure wandering the halls, with her hollow eyes and sorrowful demeanor, created an atmosphere of palpable dread and fear. The eerie reputation of the Brown Lady was cemented in 1936, when photographers from Country Life magazine captured what is widely considered one of the most famous ghost photographs ever taken. While taking pictures of the hall's grand staircase, the photographers noticed a misty figure descending the steps. When developed, the photograph revealed a clear image of a spectral woman in a brown dress, seemingly floating down the staircase. This image, coupled with numerous eyewitness accounts over the years, has made the Brown Lady one of the most compelling and unsettling ghost stories. The photograph's authenticity has been debated, but its impact on the paranormal community is undeniable. The combination of historical tragedy, repeated sightings, and the haunting visual evidence makes the investigation into the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall a profoundly eerie and enduring tale in the annals of ghostly lore. Number 4. Bell Witch. The paranormal investigation into the Bell Witch haunting is one of the most disturbing and notorious cases in American folklore, primarily due to the prolonged and violent nature of the phenomena experienced by the Bell family in the early 19th century. Located in Adams, Tennessee, the Bell Farm became the epicenter of a series of terrifying events that began in 1817 and lasted for several years. John Bell, the family patriarch, along with his family members, reported experiencing strange sounds, such as knocking and scratching on the walls, as well as disembodied voices that grew increasingly malevolent. The entity, which came to be known as the Bell Witch, physically assaulted the family, with Betsy Bell, John's daughter, bearing the brunt of the attacks. She was slapped, pinched, and even had her hair pulled by an invisible force. The malevolence of the spirit culminated in the mysterious death of John Bell in 1820, with the witch allegedly claiming responsibility. What makes the Bell Witch haunting particularly disturbing is the wealth of contemporary documentation and eyewitness accounts, including those from prominent figures like General Andrew Jackson, who visited the Bell Farm and reportedly experienced the witch's wrath. The Bell Witch was not only able to communicate, but also displayed intelligence and intent, often predicting future events and revealing intimate knowledge about the family and their neighbors. This level of interaction, combined with the physical manifestations and the entity's apparent ability to move objects and inflict harm, set the Bell Witch apart from other hauntings of the time. The haunting's persistence and the witch's claimed role in John Bell's death add a sinister layer to the story, leaving a legacy of fear and fascination that endures to this day. The Bell Witch case remains a cornerstone of American ghost lore, continually studied and retold as one of the most chilling examples of paranormal activity. Number 5. Villisca Axe Murder House. The paranormal investigation into the Villisca Axe Murder House stands out as one of the most disturbing and spine-chilling cases because of the site's brutal history and the frightening phenomena reported there. Located in Villisca, Iowa, this seemingly ordinary house was the scene of a horrific mass murder on June 10, 1912, when 8 people, including 6 children, were brutally bludgeoned to death with an axe. The crime, which remains unsolved, left an indelible mark of horror on the small town. Over the years, the house has gained a reputation for being haunted, with numerous visitors and paranormal investigators reporting a range of disturbing experiences. These include sightings of shadowy figures, mysterious footsteps, and unexplained voices, often of children crying or whispering. The palpable sense of dread that hangs over the property, combined with its dark history, creates an atmosphere of profound unease. What makes the Villisca Axe Murder House particularly unsettling is the physical and often interactive nature of the reported hauntings. Investigators have documented doors opening and closing on their own, objects moving without explanation, and drastic temperature drops. Some have even reported feeling touched or pushed by unseen forces. The house's tragic past seems to have left an echo of the violence and fear experienced by the victims, contributing to the eerie sensations felt by those who enter. The combination of a real, unsolved crime and the consistent reports of paranormal activity make the Villisca Axe Murder House a chilling destination for both skeptics and believers. The haunting serves as a grim reminder of the atrocity that took place there and keeps the memory of the victims alive in a deeply unsettling manner. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Until next time.